Games, Brains, and Head-Banging Life. We're doing a tier list for 30 rock and metal Christmas songs, randomly chosen by me. And the idea was I was going to try and avoid repeats, because you can do 10 versions of Oh Holy Night, 10 versions of We Three Kings, and so on and so forth. So I tried to make it
very boring. That would be a very boring tier list.
It would.
Here's our top 10 versions of Oh Holy Night.
There are some, but the majority, these are all either original tracks or covers that I thought, yeah, we'll do these ones. As always, we've got 5 rankings, but I've changed up the names to make it all Christmassy. So our top ranking, the ones that we consider the best, will be magical. The ones that we think are great, jolly. The middle, so the average, right in the middle, good, average, whatever, is slush, as in like when snow turns to slush.
Yeah, yellow snow.
Yeah. The bad but not terrible is socks, because who wants socks for Christmas? And the worst of the worst is ho ho horrible. Yep, I've got imagination.
Oh dear.
I know. It took me ages to come up with these as well, and they're not even that fucking good.
All right. I was expecting a yellow snow to appear in there, though.
I should have done yellow snow instead of slush, but it's done now. Okay, right. First one then. We start with AC/DC's Mistress for Christmas.
Oh.
So, I mean, here's the thing about this. I think this is actually a good track. The problem is, for me, it's an AC/DC track, so it sounds like an AC/DC track.
Yep, absolutely. I just wrote, fuck this song. Not for me at all, this. Nothing Christmas about it either, other than the word Christmas rhymes with mistress.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
It's just a fucking rock song, isn't it? We got a song with the word mistress in it. We've got nothing that rhymes with it. Oh, somebody come up with Christmas. Oh, we'll do that and call it a Christmas song.
Well, you know, they've got their sleazy tracks, so I guess it kind of fits in that. For me, get this tier list started. Because it's a good track nonetheless, whether it's just an AC/DC track. I think this goes right in the middle on slush, as in it's fine. Yeah?
Okay. I'll let you have that one. I'm going to want one back.
All right, fair enough. Okay, all right. I didn't realise we were going to disagree that much in it, but there you go.
No. I mean, I wouldn't have gone to the bottom, but I would have put it in the socks category, but that's fine. Go on.
All right, we'll see. We can always move it afterwards. Right, up next is another standalone track, and it is, where is he? It's Corey Taylor himself, and it's Xmas, but XMA for at, as an at, like an email, and then the $ for the S.
Because he's so cool.
Because he's so fucking cool. I hate this song. For me, this goes on the bottom. Ho, ho, horrible. I hate it because it's mean-spirited. I don't care if it's supposed to be a joke. I have enough joke tracks. I don't need his shitty version of it. Yeah.
I don't mind it. Okay. I don't mind it. I thought it was quite funny, actually. I didn't think I'd like it, but weirdly, I thought, yeah, this is pretty funny. To be honest, okay. It's quite original. It's quite different, and it has got that funny line where he says "fa la 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 la, go fuck yourself."
Yeah.
which is exactly but that's exactly how I feel about that fucking "fa la 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 la" line.
It's how I feel about Corey Taylor.
Yeah, but I don't mind it. Actually, I think it's all right. To be honest, I'm okay with it.
Where would you put this then? Because I'd put it in the bottom.
Well, for me, it's better than AC/DC by a long shot, to be honest with you. But I'll meet you in the middle with it, and you can put it in socks. Then yeah.
Right. You know what? I'll move AC/DC into socks as well, but ahead of Corey Taylor. There's the middle ground.
Right.
There we go. Bad start. They're both in socks.
And we both disagree on each one.
Yes. All right, here's an interesting one then. It's Creeper and their variation on Fairy Tale of New York. Now, I hate this song. I hate this song with a passion. I hate this song so much. It's the worst Christmas song, and I hate that people like it because it is a horrible song, badly sung, both parts badly sung, with mean-spirited lyrics, and that's even before we get into offensive content these days. Now, I should note that Creeper, when they released this, did actually change the wording, and I'm going to read you what they said instead. They've gone for you are cheap and you're haggard instead of that word. But I like Creeper, but I hate this song, and this song is still this song.
Yeah, it's weird with this whole offensive term thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm completely pro people taking the word out, but there are still other lyrics in the song. Like I think at one point the woman gets called a drunken slut,
which is still in it. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So give us another 10 years and we'll have a few more out, I'd imagine.
I
But
think the biggest offence is the song is even allowed to be played full stop.
yeah, look, I'm not a fan of the song, and actually I agree with you. It annoys the hell out of me that people like popularize this song as in this is the best Christmas song ever written. Like, it's really not. There's so much more out there, even outside of metal, that I think it's better than this bloody song.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I do think about this version though, is I think they do a very good cover of it.
Yeah.
But it is just a straight up like for like cover.
Yeah.
Like, there's very little to get excited about. And actually, if you don't like the original, and then this might be a bit unfair, but I did write like literally the only bit of creeper that come through in this song is a dodgy accent. If they had I don't know, man, like, if you don't like the song, what you're really hoping for is your band that they're going to do enough to it that it makes you go, oh, this is cool because it's like a different version of it.
Yeah.
But this isn't. This is just the same fucking thing. It's the same song. So yeah, this for me can go right at the bottom. I'm happy to fuck this one off.
Same.
If we got a basement below Ho Ho Horrible, we can just chuck it into the basement.
No, I 100% agree. It's in the bottom. Now, here's a really funny one. This is the next track I once would have called the greatest Christmas song ever made, and then Majestica came to ruin everything this year. It is The Darkness's Christmas Time, Don't Let the Bells End.
Yeah.
Top tier, man. Magical.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there's no like arguing about it. You're right. Majestica genuinely have fucking like literally rewritten all my lists.
Yeah.
But it doesn't change the fact that The Darkness's song is fantastic.
Yeah.
It's an absolutely brilliant version of Christmas.
It embodies everything about Christmas, the darkness. It's fun. It's catchy. It still rankles me that this country decided Mad World was a better Christmas number one than this. So, yeah.
Well, to be fair to the country, that's just like land and trees. It's the people.
Yeah. Not the country, the people of the country. We love our misery in England, so let's have the guy going, oh, tell me how familiar.
That's right, you give it another 10 years, man, and there'll be a big push to get fucking Fairy Tale in New York to number one for Christmas or something. We can all leave then.
Okay, up next was a song I included because I thought it was an old song. I hadn't even heard it. Listened to it earlier on, realized it's quite modern. Def Leppard, We All Need Christmas.
Yeah.
And I was really surprised. I really like this song. And the video, I watched the video for it, is really one of the most touching things I've seen in a while. Mellow as fuck, chill. I really like it.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a very nice song. It kind of made me want to go and curl up and cry in a corner, and that's not really what I'm looking for at Christmas a lot of the time, to be honest with you.
True.
I find it quite depressing, but lovely, as a Def Leppard ballad can be, to be honest with you. So I completely agree with you. That it's a lovely song. I'm not sure from a Christmas perspective for me, whether this isn't like that far away from listening to Mad World, to be honest with you.
It's Christmas themed, but we are watching these on Christmas songs. So I guess the affair on that front, it's not something I'd listen to on the regular at Christmas.
No, I mean, if you're sitting down with like your missus for like a turkey dinner, you don't stick this on, do you? Because you'll all just start crying about the poor dead turkey.
All right, then Slush, middle.
Yeah, put it in the middle. Lovely song, but just a bit too down.
Indeed, but not down here at all. It's Gwar, Stripper, Christmas, Summer, Weekend.
It's a name and a half as well, isn't it?
It really is. Christmas is a struggle for me with this one, but I do like the track. It's good rock and fun.
Yeah, I think it's a great song. I love it. Great song. Loads of cool guitars and all that sort of stuff, man. But same as you, it's not the most Christmassy song in the world, is it really? It's not. Aside from the fact that the words in there's nothing Christmassy about this song at all. Yeah. Like, the whole lyrics are literally about a stripper and bikers robbing their crutch.
Yeah.
And then every now and then he just says the word Christmas. It's like, okay, that's a push.
So then it probably belongs in Slush alongside Def Leppard, isn't it?
Yeah.
But above, because
I'll put it above Def Leppard.
Yeah, I agree with that. Above Def Leppard. I can move Def Leppard. There we go. Oh, fucking hell. Korn, Jingle Balls. I hate this. I hated it. I re-listened to it earlier on and I hated it more. I just don't like this. I don't like what they're doing here.
Yeah, it's different. It's very old. I don't remember when this first came out, and I kind of liked it back then because I was younger and I was more of a Korn fan, so it was like kind of, oh my god, look, Korn are doing death metal.
Yeah.
But it ain't a grower, I can tell you that. The years haven't been kind to it at all.
No.
And the fact that they managed to stretch out what is a 30-second rhyme into 4.5 minutes of boring, bland bollocks.
Yep.
Yeah, so for me, yeah, it's terrible. It's really bad.
Above or
Really
below
bad.
Creeper?
Above Creeper, just because it's not Fairy Tale
Yep.
of New York.
I agree. I 100% agree. And next we have King Diamond, a Brendan favorite. No presents for Christmas.
And if he carries on singing like that, he will get no presents for Christmas.
Thing is, this track is super Christmassy. There's no getting away from that. Musically, I like it, but, you know, we talked about in other videos, we're both not quite on board with King Diamond's voice.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm like guitars, the riffs, the drums, you know, there's the solos, everything like that. Cool as fuck. You know, and it is Christmassy. And it's a good Christmas song. I've got no problem with saying that. Just because I don't like the vocals doesn't make it a bad Christmas song. But from my own personal opinion on it, I can't listen to it, and I can never listen to it again.
So where would you put it then?
Well, I deleted it from my music player, but so I guess that says it. I don't know. How are we judging this? Is it a good Christmas song? Yeah, it's probably a good Christmas song. I'd put it in slush.
All right, top of slush ahead of Guar.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because it's Christmassy. Okay, we come to the first of the two making Nightmare Revisited tracks. So Nightmare Revisited, if you don't know, is rock and metal versions of the Nightmare Before Christmas tracks. I chose two from it, and the two that I thought were probably the best, Missing Out Manson. This is Rise Against Making Christmas. Making Christmas, making Christmas. Thoughts on this?
I don't like it.
Really? You don't like it?
I think it is so fucking boring and dull. It's unbelievable. I don't think Rise Against have offered anything new on top of the original. I'd rather listen to the original, to be honest with you. And that's the problem with it when you're covering something. If I listen to the cover and I think, yeah, okay, I'll just go back to the original, generally means I've not enjoyed the cover.
Okay.
Not that I listen to the original much anyway. But yeah, so I don't think it's a good Christmas song. Sorry, no, that's not the right way around. I think it's a good Christmas song because of what the original song is.
Right.
I don't think it's a particularly good cover of that song.
Okay. Where would you put it then?
For me, it's another middle ground one. I think it's probably better than King Diamond.
It's a top of slush.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm down with that. I'm happy with that. I thought you were going to go lower. I'm down with that.
No. It's because of that whole trying to judge it as a Christmas song. And, you know, I don't think Rise Against added anything different. But the song itself, by no choice of their own, is still a good Christmas song.
Right. All right, first of Twisted Sisters songs. We've got two here, and the first is Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow from A Twisted Christmas. I really like the group vocals in this, man. It's certainly one of my more enjoyed ones of A Twisted Christmas. I'm a fan of this. I think this is sweet.
Yeah, so am I. I think it's really good as well. I like it. It's a nice little cover, nice little rock rhythm, good 80s music, really.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, I think it's good. I don't think it's magical.
Jolly.
Jolly.
Yeah.
It's a jolly good song.
Yeah, it's the first one we've gotten Jolly, so it deserves to go there. We now go to Winter Songs, Halford 3. Of the two tracks I chose, the first up is We Three Kings. We Three Kings. Yeah, this is a banger. This is certainly one of my more preferred versions of We Three Kings, mainly because Rob Halford can make that tune sound amazing out of his fucking vocal cords. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, I'm 100% agree. I love it. I'll go one further. I love it. I think it's fantastic. There's just like nothing not to like it. It's, I don't know, it's weird being like traditional songs, but they're like made for him. Or like he makes them his own, really. But yeah, magical, this one. It's absolutely magical.
Oh, I'd have put it in Jolly. Top of Jolly, but not magical.
Go on then. We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll do that.
We have some more nominations, right? Because these are bunched up together. I'm going to start choosing some randomly.
So I'm not going to be allowed to just put every Halford song in magical then?
No.
Okay.
Well, no, because it's going to get difficult because I purposely chose like some of the better ones. Let's go to various artists from We Wish You a Metal Christmas and a Head-Banging New Year. And we're going to go with the opening track of that, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. Now, I should have brought up the track list on this so I could see who did what.
I've written them down if you want them. We've got Jeff Soto, Bob Collett, Chris Wise, and Ray Lucia.
Right, yeah. So the opening track, We Wish You a Metal Christmas. We Wish You a Merry Christmas. I love this as an opening track. I think the vocals are fantastic. It's got some meat to it. For some reason, I genuinely love the part they have made. So bring us some figgy pudding. Sounds
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, considering that line is such a shit line and like genuine. But no, I agree with you. I think they've done a fantastic job. I absolutely hate the original traditional version of this. It's one of my most hated actually. But yeah, it's so much fun. It is really, really good fun, man. Great.
Magical
Uh,
or jolly?
Top of Jolly.
Above Three Kings.
Oh, fucking hell. No,
I
I
reckon
can't do.
after Three Kings.
Yeah, after Three Kings. Yeah.
Just because Rob Halford is always Rob Halford, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good your song is. Nobody puts Baby in the corner. It's like that, isn't it?
Right, we're off to one of 4 August Burn Red songs, but off 2 different albums and EPs. We're dealing with the original song they wrote for Sledding Hill, a holiday album, and it's Flurries. Now, I will remember Flurries forever for our reaction video we did for this last year, and it was an animated video about a kid sledding.
Yeah.
And we were blown away at a certain point in the song when it gets really, really kind of like low and a little bit darker. And in the video, the kid's looking at a mountain, and it's like, oh, okay. I think Flurries great.
Yeah, so do I. So do I. I love it. You know, all instrumental, which is, I think, a good thing, actually. I think it would have probably been killed if they tried to like force lyrics into it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just great. It's really original. It's really Christmassy, but it's still got brilliant beats and guitars and solos, and it's that perfect combination again. This to me is a magical track. I think this is metal Christmas done properly.
I agree. It makes me feel magical. So, but I can't put it above Darkness. It's got to go behind Darkness because Darkness.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
All right, let's go to Weezer. One of 2 Weezer tracks, and I've chosen "Oh Holy Night" from the EP Christmas with Weezer. Now, this is going to be very dependent on one very important thing. Do you love Remo Kumos' voice? If you do, like I do, I think he's one of the world's best vocalists. This song is magical to me.
And I don't think he's one of the world's best vocalists.
All right.
But I do think he's a good vocalist. And I do think it's a very, very good version of the song.
Okay.
My biggest complexity from listening to Weezer do "Oh Holy Night" is that I only ever listened to now 2 versions of this song.
Yep.
And as such, I cannot help but compare Halford's "Oh Holy Night" to Weezer's. And they are very different. Don't get me wrong. I very much enjoy the fact that Weezer have made it sound like a Weezer song in terms of the guitars and, you know, the kind of, I don't know what it is. It's not really pop punk as such, but, you know, it's got that kind of like little attitude to it.
Yeah.
I think he sings it really well. I do, you know. So for me, this is a very, very good song. And I expected to really dislike it because I was going into it thinking, right, let's see what you can do with Alphabet. And I actually, before I listened to this whole song all the way through, I skipped forward because I knew I would love or hate it based on the highest bit of the "Oh Holy Night." So I went to that first and I was like, oh, he did all right with that. I'll listen to the whole thing. So yeah, so I was pleasantly surprised actually. I thought he did a really good version of it.
Where do you want to put it then?
But he can't go above Rob, can he? I would happily see this in Jolly, but second. So after
We Three Kings.
We Three Kings.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that. You know, meeting in the middle. I'd have put it in Magical, but I already know that that's my personal taste. All right, one of the 2 Cheap Trick songs. Let's do "I Wish It Was Christmas Today" from the EP Christmas Christmas. This is a catchy little number. I really enjoyed this.
Yeah, I actually kept the whole EP on the music player after because it's good fun, isn't it? It's really good fun. I like it a lot. I think it's great, uplifting. You do feel like, you know, energized a little bit off the back of it. So yeah, it does exactly what you want from a Christmas track.
I reckon bottom of Jolly after Twisted Sister.
Yeah, that's cool. That's fine with me.
Okay, let's go back to Rob. And let's go to Celestial. And let's God rest ye merry gentlemen.
God rest Jerry.
So obviously, in a track by track, wasn't a fan of this one.
Yeah, and I didn't mind it, and I still don't. You know, like we've spoken at length, but Celestial's the weaker of the albums.
Yep.
I think when you're holding this up against the other Christmas songs that we're comparing it to, it actually looks worse Whereas the difference on the track by track is I'm only holding it up against the other songs on Celestial.
True, yeah.
You know, so I don't think this is a very good cover. I think it's a decent song on that album, but you know, it's not a good Christmas song overall. So I can't put Rob Halford in the bottom of any tier.
Look, I think Slush is a fair place.
Yeah, I think so too. You know, at the end of the day, it still has moments that, you know, like, you know, still got his singing. It's still got, you know, some good stuff going on in it. It's
Then
just
top
not
of Slush, ahead of
yeah,
Night
top.
Rise Against.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, I think that's fair. All right, let's go back to the various artists. We wish you a metal Christmas and a headbanging New Year. And let's do it. Happy Christmas, War is Over. Obviously, a song made famous by John Lennon and Yoko Ono.
We've got Tommy Shaw, Steve Lukather, Marco Mendoza, and Kenny Aronoff.
I mean, I won't make any bones about this. I really dislike the John Lennon song. I really do. I dislike the lyrical content as well. I dislike it. And this cover is very true to that original. For me, this is Socks. Bottom of Socks as well.
Yeah, I'm completely the same. I think they do a very, very good job of covering it. I think they do it really, really, really well. But I don't like the song anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so it's a real problem, isn't it?
Yeah. I think Corey Taylor did better, so I think it'll go there.
Yeah.
Let's go back to August Burns Red for the original track off Winter Wilderness, the EP, Avalanche. Now, it is not quite as good as Flurries, but this is still a fucking banger.
Yeah, I think it is fantastic still.
Yeah.
I don't mean you're right out of the two. I prefer Flurries, but only just. I wouldn't get annoyed if somebody put Avalanche on instead of it.
Then it goes magical after.
Yeah, just slightly after Flurries. Yeah, it has to really.
Yeah, August Burns Red, man. They were once kings of this.
They were. Now they got to play a supporting slot on that big Christmas show one day. That will happen.
Let's do one then, because we have two of them here from Majestica's brand new album, A Christmas Carol. And let's do A Christmas Story, which is the first major track of it. And the first time you'll go, what? Yeah, go check out the album review we did for this track, this album in general. We both love this album, and this track is amazing. When it kicks into Oh Holy Night, I was gobsmacked.
Yeah, it's just perfection to me, man.
Yeah.
It just is. It's so Christmassy, but it's such a rocking track as well. And then, you know, you'll see it in the review, you'll see it in the written review, you see it everywhere. But it is just so fucking cool. Like all the little moments in it, you know, it's original-ish, but it's that use of those traditional elements and the way they've done it.
Yeah.
You know, you got everything in it. Brilliant vocals, choirs, bells, fucking glockenspiels. Fucking, yeah, it's brilliant. Top of Magical.
That's it. I was waiting for you to say it, and it is the case. It is top of Magical. All right, should we look at next? Let's do Twisted Sister's other track. It is Oh Come All Ye Faithful from A Twisted Christmas. The most famous track from it. Obviously had the video as well. It's probably the best version I've heard of it. However, it has one major issue, which is obviously the beat. The rhythm is just ripped from We're Not Gonna Take It.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I thought, for me, it's just pretty standard fare. The riff's okay, good gang vocal sections, the solo's okay, but it's just We're Not Going to Take It chucked in.
Yep, I think
it's nothing special. Yeah, I'm all right with that. Yeah,
ahead of Rob's. I was going to say Rob Flynn.
The Machine Head Christmas song. You never know.
You never know the way that band's going these days. Wouldn't put it past them.
Yep.
The second Weezer track, then, The First Noel. Christmas with Weezer. The First Noel. Similar to all the tracks on this album, it's very mellow. It's got that Weezer feel. You've got to love River Kumas' voice because it is front and fucking center. However, I don't love this one as much as Oh Holy Night.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's well played, well sung. It's pretty much a straight up cover, but it has got a little bit of a Weezer feel to it. Mm-hmm. Vocals, I quite like the vocals on it. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of his vocals, but I didn't have any problems with any of his vocals on his Christmas stuff, to be honest with you. Maybe you should just stick to that in the future.
Then, top of Slush. We put it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
It's already. Yeah. Remove the damn thing. What will we do next? Let's go to August Burns Red for the third and penultimate version of it. Carol of the Bells from Sledden Hill. Carol of the Bells. Now, this is a good version of Carol of the Bells, but it's one of those where it's like the melody is what it is, and you're going to do so much with it.
Yeah. You know, I think the bits they apply of themselves to it are really good. Yeah, there are some bits that, even in comparison to Flurries and Avalanche, are quite heavy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a bit darker at times, which I really, really like. I think it's a really good version of the song. I do.
Yep.
Hampered a little bit by not caring about the song too much, but you know, if I was going to listen to a version of it, it'd be there one. You know, so yeah.
Bottom of Jolly after Cheap Tricks. I wish it was today. I think that's a good place for it.
Yeah, let's put it there. That's cool.
Okay, we've only got a few more left. Let's do it then. I've been avoiding it, but let's do it. It is Oh Holy Night by Rob Halford from Halford 3 Winter Songs.
I'm dreading this one. I'm dreading this one purely because of Majestica.
It's so hard.
I mean, this is such a fantastic rendition of Rob Halford singing.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird because like until recently I never realized how much Oh Holy Night was covered. Yeah. I didn't hear a lot of it, but it's only recently I think in doing a lot of this stuff, videos for the site and that I keep coming across versions of it. So when I first used to listen to Halford's Oh Holy Night, it was quite unique to me, as in like I didn't know the song massively. But he definitely is the standard for that song. Yes. That I compare everyone up against. And I think he sings it absolutely phenomenally. It blows me away. And I will listen to it again this year many times and for every Christmas in the future, I would imagine.
Yeah.
The only reason I think it's not as good as Majestica is because it is not an original song.
Yes, that's it.
That is literally it. And that is, I mean, I would almost be tempted, I know like we don't really do it that way, but we can verbally, is put it behind Majestica, but under the notion that, you know, this is kind of, we're on a par here.
Yeah. I think this is it. It often is the case when we do our top tier parts that we tend to say that the stuff in the top is on par with each other.
Those at top least 2, 3, 4, yeah.
But it does go above the darkness for me as well. Simply.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Voice. All right, the last of the various artists from We Wish You a Metal Christmas and A Head-Banging New Year, and it is Silent Night, a very death metal one who I know is Chuck Billy from Testament.
Chuck Billy, Scott Rosenfeld, John Donay, Chris Weiss, and John Tempesta.
Okay, cool. Best version of Silent Night for you?
Oh, it's definitely the best version I've ever heard of Silent Night. I really like it. It's very dark and quite black, actually. It's actually heavier even than I thought it would be for Chuck Billy, to be fair. I still don't like it as a song, though. Oh. That's the problem. I think the idea and the concept is fantastic, and the execution is just like a great, I'll listen to that once. That was really cool. Trust me, when I put this album on, this ain't the song I go to.
Fair dues. All right. Okay. So, where would you put it then?
I think it's a great version of it. So I'm not like lumping this down in bad categories. I'd probably be happy to see it either the top of Slush or the end of Jolly.
So okay.
Although it seems weird to put this very, very dark version of Silent Night in Jolly.
Yeah. So you want it after Carol of the Bells by August Burns Red?
Yeah.
All right. You know what? I'll go with that. Might have one that I want to move. Okay, cool. What should we do next? Cheap Tricks of a song. Please Come Home for Christmas. Christmas. The EP. Yeah. This is a bluesy track, innit, man?
It is. And I was surprised how much I liked it, to be honest with you. It's good, isn't it? Yeah, I really, you know, especially like you said, like you instantly, it doesn't take long for you to realize this isn't going to be like a straight up rock track, you know. But I really liked it. I thought it was so well done, man.
Yeah.
Cheap Trick really impressed me with this Christmas EP, other than in everything other than the EP's title.
Yeah, Christmas.
Yeah. So why did we just? Oh, let's just say it twice.
I reckon it goes top of Jolly above We Three.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm happy with that. Yeah, I think it's really good.
Very good song. Oh nope, it's all getting messed up.
Who knew I was such a big Cheap Trick fan?
I know, right? The band I never ever listened to, and then the EP.
Nah, I mean, I know the hits. Do you know what I mean? But then I was like, yeah.
All right, the second and final one from Nightmare Revisited, the remix of the Nightmare Before Christmas tracks, and it is Korn's Kidnap the Sandy Claus. I like the start of this song. La, 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 la.
That's the thing I hated the most. Oh my God. I wrote a few notes down. I wrote straight off the bat, fuck off with that la 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 stuff. I don't think there's an awful lot going for this song, to be honest with you.
There isn't.
I was quite disappointed in Korn in it. In that, I think Jonathan sounds fine. He sings fine. You know, it's his voice, isn't it? But it's like they've held the music back. Like I was expecting them to really fucking slam you with some like groove. Do you know what I mean? Like proper hit it.
Yep.
But it's not really that at all. It's very restrained and very dull.
It is dull. I think it's socks and bottom of socks.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Or actually, is it worse than The War Is Over?
No, put it above that.
What about Corey Taylor's Xmas?
No, see, I quite like that one. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Yep, in the middle of there. Right, 4 left, and it's Rob Halford's other one from Celestial. It's The First Noel, which is a track that's really sweet, really nice to listen to if it was half the length.
Yeah, that's literally why I wrote, the song that just won't end. There's one of those songs, like, it's so nicely done. He sings it so very, very well. It's hard to dislike it 100% and say, like, I don't like this song, because it's just hard to. It's like, how can you not? But it just goes on and on and on. And then when you think it's done, it goes, one more time. You know?
Yeah.
So is it a good Christmas song? It's not. It's a good version of Rob singing.
Yep.
But it's not a Christmas song I'd want to play.
I would put it top of socks above AC/DC.
Yeah, let's push AC/DC down the list a bit.
I don't even think it belongs in Slush because I think the tracks above are better. All right, bit of a weird one here then. The other last August Burns Red one, and I chose the Home Alone theme from Winter Wilderness because I thought that was so different. This is a metal version of Home Alone.
I was surprised to see it there. I didn't know they did it. I hadn't listened to it. I hadn't actually listened to much of Winter Wilderness recently, to be honest. So I was surprised that it works quite well in terms of like being rocked up and being like quite a rocking song to listen to. It's still, because of what it is, it's got an element of cheese to it that, like, that's not quite as enjoyable as, you know, Avalanche Flurries or even Carol of the Bells.
Great.
But I don't dislike it at all. You know, I think it's a pretty good job of a film soundtrack. It's the sort of stuff YouTubers do all the time, to be honest with you.
So, Slush.
Yeah.
At the top, we've got Weezer's The First Noel. Is it better than that?
No, I don't think it's better than that, no.
All right, Twisted Sisters, Oh Come All You Faithful.
Yeah, I think it's better than that.
I'm down with that because of the repeating. 2 more. We'll leave Majestica to last, and we'll do Venom, Black Christmas. I couldn't find a picture of it because it's from an album, so I used the Christmas jumper as for the image of Venom. We're judging this. We're judging this on is it Christmassy?
Yeah, I mean, it's not much of a Christmas song, is it? It's a fucking good song, though.
Oh, it's good, isn't it? Thrashy.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the song.
How good is the solo?
The solo is brilliant. I really enjoyed this as a song, do you know what I mean? And if it wasn't for the fact that every now and then he says the word Christmas, like I think in the chorus, it would have just been a Venom song to me.
Yep.
You know, so as a Christmas song, you probably missed the mark, you know, but as an overall song, it's like, yeah, that's brilliant. We'll put that on another list. We'll put it higher up. Yeah,
let's put it top of Slush because it's a damn good song. Ahead of Weezer, I think, just because it's a damn good song. Which brings us to the end and the second Majestic track, and I chose A Christmas Has Come, which is the finale, excluding the outro of it. Oh, the question is does this go above A Christmas Story? That's the question here, right?
Yeah, that really is what it is. I mean, we're essentially in the arena of a 3-way tie for first place.
Yes.
I think, really. Or maybe a 2-way tie for first place with Rob coming just behind.
Yeah.
It's hard to not say what's already been said about Majestica. It's fucking phenomenal.
Yep.
You just have to like sit back sometimes and just be like, yep, respect. Smashed it.
Yeah.
Only reason it comes below A Christmas Story for me is because this isn't my favorite song on the album.
That's true.
A Christmas, and if I'm not, and I might think differently if I put more thought into it. But I think off the top of my head, if I was ranking songs in the album, I think I would have A Christmas Story above it. I think.
I think I might as well. I think I might.
Really close, isn't it?
Yeah, you know, we'll put it after it. And as I said, we're considering, I would say, the top 4, or at least the top 3 anyway. But we'll go back through them quickly. And surprisingly, we only put 2 in Ho Ho Horrible. And it's Creeper's version of A Fairy Tale in New York as the worst of these 30. And I realize a lot of people will disagree heavily with that. It's our opinion. Korn and Korn's Jingle.
We're right.
Yeah, we're right. Socks. So the second worst, we put Happy Christmas War is Over from the Metal Christmas Various Artists album, and Korn's Kidnap the Sandy Claus, Corey Taylor's Xmas, AC/DC's Mistress for Christmas, and Rob Halford's The First Noel. In the middle, Slush, Def Leppard's Christmas song, can't remember what it's called, I put my folder away, no matter, Gua, Stripper Christmas one, King Diamond's No Presents, Rise Against, Making Christmas, Rob Halford's God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, losing my words there, Twisted Sisters, Oh Come You Faithful, the Home Alone theme from Winter Wilderness by August Burns Red, Weezer's The First Noel, and Venom's Black Christmas. The top 2 ranks, jolly. We have Silent Night from the Various Artists Christmas album, Carol of the Bells, August Burns Red. I Wish It Could Be Christmas from Cheap Trick. What is that one? I can't see the right, it's too small. We Wish You a Merry Christmas from the Various Artists Christmas album, Oh Holy Night of Weezer, Halford 3, We Three Kings, and Please Come Home for Christmas from Cheap Trick as the top of jolly. Magical. And this is where, as we said, it's near impossible to start separating. And we have Avalanche and Flurries from August Burns Red. Both great, great tracks. The Darkness is Christmas Time, Down at the Bell's End. Rob Halford's Oh Holy Night from Winter Songs. And the top 2, Majestica's A Christmas Story and the A Christmas... Yeah.
Has come.
I completely... My voice is gone. Yeah.
Just be grateful that we didn't put the whole Majestica album in here, because otherwise
it would have been the entire Majestic album along. It really would have been. But there you go. That's 30 we've chosen. We'll do another 30 next year. So let us know what your thoughts are in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com, as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon to help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?